Welcome back, guys. We've got Vibo and Jun on the job today. We're gonna finally smash this out.
Whoa!
We just bolted up the front subframe, as you can see. New Nolafane bushes. Yep. We're just putting. Oh, he just dropped it.
Almost on my face.
We're just bolting the lower control arms. Show there!
Oi.
Oh, I touched your too!
Bro, you actually did. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Got John here. He's helping me out today. We're gonna try and get the car rolling.
Nice.
So we can get it off the jack stands. So we've got some Nolafane sway bar D bushes. Genuine didn't have any in stock, so we had to go after market. Same with the rear sway bar D bushes. Had to go with some aftermarket option.
This Genuine's obsolete.
Genuine's Japan, dummy. Your face should be obsolete.
Whoa!
So here are the filled bushes. It's kind of dry now. So we're going to bolt that back on.
Why you gotta be like that?
So we're just I've got to spray these, so we're just pulling it apart and we're going to spray it. Here are the front pads. Why is it not zooming in? So here are front pads. Jun wants to replace it, but I told him we'd saving money because this is GSR on a budget.
Spider?
He's scared.
No.
So we're going to bolt them back in.
Oh.
So I found the missing piece of those pads stuck on the rotor. Not too sure if you can see it, but yeah, you can see it stuck on the rotor, even on this side here. So I'm just gonna scrape it all off and glue it back together. Here we have some D2 adjustees, or adjustable coilovers if you want to call it that. Bought these from Anton Shaw for a really cheap price, which is good of him. Thanks, Anton. So we're going to be chucking the front ones in. Not too sure what the height setup is, but we're just going to bolt them straight in. Sweet. So we just bolted the adjustables in. Got the shock brace as well. So nothing's wrong with these sway bar link bushes. I think that's what they're called. These are Nolafane ones. I'm just cleaning it up because it's quite dirty, but it's not cracked, so that's why we were using it.
Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep, you pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. Cause I got you like you got me when the earth shakes.
Alright, cool. So we've got the hub in. We've got the front suspension in, or the front coilover in. Tie rod in, all in. And lower control arm all bolted in. Oh, not really bolted in, but it will be. And just tightening up the steering rack bolts. I'm on the Just Shoes bubbles today. So we're just bolting up the wheels to make it rollable now. Putting all the bungs in now. So Got a little cabinet here, or a little drawer called Mitsubishi bungs. So since we're not using aircon, we can bung that up. This is the aircon bit here. There you go. So I've got new, I think these are called tow bolts, caster bolts or tow bolts, not too sure. But anyways, we've got new shit like that, washers, nuts, and rear axle seals they want to chuck in. The boys are just doing the rear end now. So we've got the rear adjusties in. So here we have my stash of CV boots, inners and outers, which we're going to be replacing on this. So we'll just give this a clean as well. This cup's all clean now, even the inside. Very hard to see. Now we're just going to remove this circlip here. This is probably not the correct way of doing it, but this is how I usually do it. Once the circlip's off, the tripod will pop out just like that. Pop the old boot off. Just wipe your hands so your tools don't get dirty. See if this dirt comes off the axle. Oh yeah, it does. Let's quickly give this a clean. This is just a simple green that I'm using to rub this on. Give this tripod a wipe. I'm actually not too sure what this is called, but I'm calling it tripod. Yeah, that's good enough. So this only goes one way. Like I said, it only goes one way. So I've got it on the correct way because there's a slip for the O-ring to go back on, or the circlip to go back on. And the CV boot, the replacement one, got over there. Some sealing grease. So I never use the whole packet putting it into the boot. Only use like half because you don't want to overfill it. There's probably enough there. There's a bit more actually. And pop that back in. Oh, popped the wrong way. Cool, circlip all in. Pop the cup back in. And you're done. CV clamp. I wrap it around twice. This is the CV tool. It's done there. This kit's actually missing the other little clamp that's supposed to clamp on this side here. So let's steal one from this. Pop this off. Take out the old one. And the CV boot done. Time to do the outer.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, now we're doing the rear axle seal on the rear diff. Just use your pry bar, pop it under here, and you can push it out. There you go, axle's out. Popping in the new one. Just gotta clean the surface up. Apply some grease to the seal. Make sure it's straight. We're using a 36mm socket. Just making sure it's all even. It's a little bit more on the side. Cool, and that's done. Alright, well, back at it again. I just had a haircut, so it feels a bit cold. But anyways, got John Abbott back there and Leeville back there. John just water blast the fuel tank. Looks pretty good. No more dirt. We're just waiting for it to dry. And we're going to chuck it back in. Alright, so I finally got the outer CV joints in. It just needed a tap and then it went in. But yeah, here it is. The rear axles all set to go in.
Wish we could. My gun's too small.
Yeah, there you go. Simon just arrived. He's gonna give us a hand. Vibo just sprayed the fuel tank. I'm gonna have a look. So we're just waiting for it to dry. Cool, so now we've got the steering wheel in. It's working. The boys are just putting in the fuel tank now. And Simon's down there spraying. Yo, AliExpress.
What's up?
Alright, so it's close to midnight now, so we're calling it a night. Get back into it after work. The boys are just washing up. But so far, the steering's in. Handbrake cable's in, fuel tank's in. Wheels are on. The rear end's all in. All the brake calipers all painted, all ready for tomorrow. Got new brakes, got new brake pads from Repco. Going with the cheap stuff because we're on a budget. So yeah. Yeah, so we got these really cheap from Ripco Wellington. Yeah.
Oh fuck, how do I do it again?
Right, so it's a Thursday. Brandon's here, gonna work on the GSR. Yeah, he's never been here during a weekday, so it's pretty good.
You're a lucky man
Bro,
to get me.
just use the popper, man.
Where is it?
Hurry up and pop us
Oh
the beer.
yeah. Bro, you didn't just had to say it was there, bro.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Anyways, back to it. So Brandon's gonna be just prepping up the door jambs all inside here, and then coming Sunday we're gonna be painting it. Yeah. So Brandon's just started doing this bit.
This is what happens when you get people that think they know how to paint.
Yeah, so Vince hooked it up, didn't charge me anything, put it towards my GSR build, which is quite cool of him. So what we're going to do, we're going to straight out these fins with a flathead screwdriver, and then probably paint it silver, and then polish the side tanks and see how it looks. Brandon's here making a mess. So you can see it's, the sun's gone, it's getting quite dark now. Brandon's still working on this. He's so slow, man. I think I need a new panel beater or spray painter. But look at that, helped himself with a beer. Haven't even finished the job yet. Anyways, I'm just sorting out all the parts now. Just getting it all together. So here we've got the radiator, which Jason gave me.
Ooh.
Jason Chang. Good old trippin'. So Jun just arrived. He's going to be putting the brakes on for me. We're just I'm just getting all the parts together. So got a brand new fuel filter that we're going to install. Got a K&N air filter that we're going to use just to try keep costs down. So yeah, got the intercooler piping. So I got this off Corey Lincoln's from Auckland. He hooked it up hard. He didn't have to use it on his project, so he sold it to me really cheap, which was quite good. It's pretty awesome with this build because everyone's pretty much giving away parts, which was awesome. Also, Ash gave me this TDO5 turbo for my build as well, which what I'm going to do after mod, I'm going to take it apart and put a billet wheel in and see what we can get out of it. Brendan, is this side all done?
Bro, I'm not reenacting what we just went through.
Why not? It was quite funny.
You're lucky we're like somewhat friends, eh?
Why?
Otherwise I wouldn't be here.
What do you mean somewhat friends?
You know, like you're not quite a friend, but you are a friend. Like, so we're not quite friends yet. I don't know. It's just the way it
What
goes.
is this guy on with? John getting in there. He's just putting the rear brakes in. So before I said these were D2 Generation 2 adjusties, they're actually Gen 1. So it's probably going to be leaking.
Our way going forward.
Shut up. So people say I gotta be more enthusiastic with my videos. So we're gonna try one thing. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of MK's Kitchen. Tonight we've got John here. He's smashing out the rear brakes. Look at him go. Good on you, boy. Whoa. Slapped his bum. We'll head over to Brandon and see what he's up to. Oh, he's still doing that. Ah.
I don't think that was like enthusiastic enough, eh?
Show
Need to pump it up more.
Okay, let's try it again.
Pump it up a bit more.